What is going on, guys, and welcome back to this week's cardiac arrest test. Now, over on my Twitter, once again, I ran a poll for this week, and a very surprising result, the orange chicken from Panda Express won. I kinda expected either the Neapolitan Swiss roll or the raindrop cake once again to be selected, but no, I was wrong. Those will be left for another video. Today we're tackling this iconic, can I call it that? Fast food-ish staple in quite a few restaurants across the country. I personally love it, and this video looks amazing. Thank you for everyone for voting on this. Let's get right into it. Now guys, there's been quite a few recipes in the past that you may have thought there was a lot of ingredients. No. Today, for this recipe, we are using, are you ready for this? Oil to fry with, flour, white pepper, ground ginger, and salt. Fresh garlic, 1 egg, some chicken breasts and sesame oil, some cornstarch, white vinegar, brown sugar, white sugar, orange juice, crushed red pepper, and soy sauce. I only messed up once while trying to say that. Now before a bunch of you go crazy that they use chicken thighs in the video and I have chicken breasts, there was a couple people on Twitter that specifically asked me to use chicken breast because it's more easily attainable in every single grocery store. Also because the grocery store I went to didn't have them. Let's move along. Now I want to get the chicken batter out of the way first, so that's ready to go. So once we cut up all of our chicken, we can put it directly in there. So I started first with 3 cups of flour and added to that 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of the white pepper, a full cup of cornstarch, gave all of the dry stuff a quick mix first before adding in 1 egg and then slowly adding in 1.5 cups of cool water, whisking as you add, and as you can see, there is not nearly enough liquid. I'm assuming there was a typo somewhere in the production of this video because I had to add over another full cup of water to get this anywhere near the consistency of theirs. But once I achieved that, I finished it with 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, mixed that in, and then set it to the side while I grabbed my chicken. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think the difference between a thigh and a breast is gonna be that significant, especially if you didn't tell the person you were feeding it to, they would never know. But we will see. I might end up eating my words in about 5 minutes if this comes out bad. So I cubed up about 5 breasts in total in about 1-inch cubes, tried to make them roughly the same size, while removing any little bits of fat. And that is all looking good, so I dumped that all directly into my batter, gave that a good mix to try to submerge all of the chicken, and then just cover that up with some plastic wrap and let it sit in the fridge for an hour. So far, so good. In the meantime, I'm gonna heat up some oil. It is disgusting how much oil I go through for these videos just to fry stuff once. I feel like it's so wasteful, but I don't really know what else to do. This is the exact reason why a lot of times when I'm not frying a lot of stuff, I use a little tiny saucepan, which is not the safest, but I'm trying to conserve. Anyways, I allowed the oil to heat up to 350 degrees, and after the chicken was in the fridge for a while, I tossed in about 15 pieces at a time. I was a little bit concerned because they seemed to be sticking together in big clumps at first, but I broke them apart, they cooked up nicely, got a nice golden brown color, and about 6 minutes later, I took them all out, put them on some paper towels, and we are ready to do the last step in this, which is create the glaze. In my nonstick pan, I started with a bit of vegetable oil and about 1/4 teaspoon of the red chili flakes. I allowed the oil to heat up for a minute before adding in my ground ginger and a tablespoon of minced up garlic, which seems like a lot. It's definitely already smelling amazing in here though, so I added in my white sugar and brown sugar, both 1/4 cup of each one, and gave that a quick mix before adding in 1/4 cup of orange juice. Who would have thought that there was actual orange juice in orange chicken? Everyone out there who is watching this video except me, probably. But one at a time, I would let the mixture bubble up, and then added in the white vinegar. I let it simmer off again, and then finished it with some soy sauce. You also have to make a little slurry of cornstarch and water which is gonna be your thickening agent here. And I very slowly added that in, and before my eyes, this thing thickened up like crazy. So very quickly, I tossed in what I thought was about the same amount of chicken that they used in the video. Tried to get every single piece a nice coating in the sauce. And the very last ingredient that we haven't used yet, a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil, apparently to give it a nice sheen and a nutty flavor. Mine definitely seems a lot more gloopy and not as uniform as theirs does, but it definitely smells amazing, so let's give this a try. Now I'm gonna be very honest here. I have never been to Panda Express. Is that weird? Is that out of the ordinary? I don't have like any near my house. I have P.F. Chang's, I have Wild Fusion. Is that big? I don't know. Now that it's cooled down a little bit, I also smell the sesame oil more than anything else, which is a little worrisome, but it's kinda like, I don't know, I want to really like it. I definitely taste the sesame oil over everything else. And the chicken kinda lost its crispiness. It's a little soggy, but it's not bad. It's kinda like a thing where if I got it in a restaurant, I wouldn't really question it, I would just eat it. But it's not really as good as I expected it to be. I'll give it a 5.8 out of 10. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, leave me a big like. I got a couple DIYs for you this month. Not this weekend, but soon. Also, look out for some more polls on my Twitter. I really like doing those. They kind of let me know what you guys want to see me do. Other than that though, have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you right back here next time. Peace!